Okay, so we are now recording. So I want to welcome everybody out to our Cruise Like a Boss
Hey,
meeting.
howdy.
Today is December 11th. Oh my gosh, can you believe it? This year is almost over. And I'm Lynn and Richard. We have
Hi.
Lori and Mark with us. You'll be hearing from them in a little while. And we are on the Anthem of the Seas playing bumper cars.
Yay!
Huh?
They have bumper cars on the boat?
Yes, and we are going to be playing.
Yeah.
We are a couple of drinks and then bumper cars.
Oh.
Sounds like fun.
I didn't say that. We're going to play bumper cars, though. Awesome, huh? Okay, let me share my screen. And let's get this party going.
Do we have it recording?
Yes, it's recording.
Okay. We're
Okay,
live.
so you can see my PowerPoint, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to play from the start. And I just want to make sure I'm recording. Yep. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, so, whoops, back up. So, getting carried away. So like I said, today is December 11th, and you were on the Avon Cruise Like a Boss meeting. We are like more than halfway through this thing. It's getting exciting, and it's getting uptight, and it's getting nerve-wracking, and it's getting all of those things, but especially exciting. So let's go ahead and move on and have Richard talk to you about the cruise.
Hi, everybody. Well, I'll just keep it kind of short and to the point today because we're winding down. The Cruise Like a Boss is an all-inclusive cruise to Bermuda, April 28th to May 3rd, 2018. You should already have checked off your list that you have this blocked off on your calendar and you have your passport in hand. Campaigns 20 through campaign 6 of 2018 is the cruise time, is the cruise incentive time. So anyway, go to the next screen. And this is easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anyway, the first thing you need to do, get your personal sales up. If you have sales of $300 to $499, you get 100 points. If you have sales over $499, $500 and up, you earn 200 points each campaign to go towards a cruise. If you get a recruit from an Avon source, such as Alma, and that's a qualified recruit who places a first or second order of $150 and pays for it, you get 150 points. You can double that if you get a personal recruit. You have a personal recruit, they place their first or second order of 150 and pay for it, you get $300. And then this is the sweet spot here. This is the thing that can really help run up some points for you. So you can go for not only one but two people to go on the cruise. Is each additional order that this recruit places of $150 or more and pays for it, you earn 100 points. So every single campaign, you can earn 100 points on every single recruit that qualifies for this. And then if you get a title promotion, ambassador and above, you earn 1,000 points. And then if you mentor somebody to promote up in title, and that's for each first generation representative, and you earn 500 points for that. So as you're going along, as you're earning points, you also earn additional prizes. The first one you earn at 1,500 points, you get an Avon beauty case, $30 value. At 3,000 points, you get an Avon tote. That's a $75 value. And at 4,500 points, you earn a suitcase, an Avon carry-on suitcase. It's really a nice looking suitcase, and that's a $100 value. When you get to 7,000 points, you've earned a trip for one, and of course everybody's going for two, so we're looking for 11,000 points, and I think Lynn's going to show you how to do that in just a minute. So anyway, the main thing is I gave you numbers 1 through 7 to do, but really the first thing you need to do is get your butt in gear because you got to do. If you don't work, it ain't going to happen. You do, you get. Thanks. Bye.
Wow. Thank you, Richard. Okay, so don't get left behind.
Yes.
We want you on this cruise with us.
Yeah.
Lori and Mark and me and Richard are going to be having fun playing bumper cars.
Yeah, bumper cars.
And snorkeling and doing all the cruise kind of things. And we are going to be lonely if you're not there with us. We need you there so we can all play together.
I'll be at the ice cream bar, but I think I'll have to go with Rick to the drink bar because they have a robot that makes drinks. We'll have to try that out too.
We'll have to
Lots
see if
of
we
things
can
to do.
stump it. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so this is your Cruise Like a Boss. This is on your Avon.com. It shows you your status, and if it's on Vibe. But if you're not on Vibe, go to Sales Leadership, Leadership Incentives, And under Cruise Like a Boss, click on Get Details, scroll down, and you'll see your tracking. It'll look just like this one. So this is our Cruise Like a Boss tracking form. You can find this in our Cruise Like a Boss Stars Facebook group. But I went through and I figured this out as though you were just barely starting in campaign 1 and you've never done anything up until then. So as you can see, you have 0 points up until campaign 1. And at this point, we're getting close. We're more than halfway through. So at this point, I pretty much think $500 is your only option. You don't have an option for less than $500. You need to get your sales up there. You need to get your recruits up there. You need to kick it into gear if you're going to earn this trip. So, and we're going to need more recruits because we didn't have all the time prior to this to be able to earn all those points. So if you started right now and you got 3 personal recruits, and if they all placed, just out of the next 5 orders, each got a $150 order at least 3 times, that would pretty much promote you to Bronze Ambassador. You'd get 1,000 points for that. So then the next campaign, you now are eligible for Alma recruits, and that's one of the requirements. There are requirements. You'll want to look into that. But you will probably be eligible for Alma recruits either now or pretty quickly. And so say we get 3 Alma recruits and 1 personal recruit, and if 4 of them place an order 3 out of 4 times after that, you're going to get, and then you're also during that time, you're going to get promoted again to Silver Ambassador. And we just keep going. Now, campaign 4 or campaign 3, you get an Alma recruit and a personal recruit, and hopefully they'll place orders, and then so on, okay? 3 Alma recruits and a personal, and then 2 Almas, 2 Almas. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 recruits that we need to make this work right now. That means if you start right now. Now, there are other ways to do this. Like these, I left some of these blank. So if you can, mentor your new team members and get them to place that order every campaign, that gives you extra points. So we didn't count them all because I kind of left it real world. It's not a perfect world, right? And it's not going to be perfect while we're growing our team.
Can I say something real quick? I've got a bonus here for those of you who just found out about this today and are just starting. Right over here, you see these are blank. If you've been selling Avon all this time and didn't know about the Cruse and just found out about it right here, right now, if you've had sales of $300 to $499, you have 700 points right here.
Yep.
700 points right across over to here. This is a 0, this is 700. Or if your sales have been over 500, you have 1,400 points right here. So you've got a bonus to start. So you're not starting at 0 if you've had sales.
And I'm guessing most of the people that are on this working this incentive are not brand new in campaign 1 and probably have something. You may have 1 or 2 recruits. You may have sales. So this is like worst case scenario if you haven't done a thing and you're just now starting. It is still possible.
You do, you get. Jump in and have fun with us.
So you can do it. And we want you on that ship with us.
I want to hit you with a bumper car.
So there's 2 ways to, there's lots of ways to earn the Cruse, but bottom line, it comes down to 2 basic things. One is personal sales of 500 or more at this point, and inviting people to join your Avon team and helping them be successful. So let's talk about bottom line. It's going to take deliberate effort to achieve this. It's not going to happen by itself. It's not going to happen by accident. You need to follow a systematic, intentional plan if you want to be on that cruise and dipping your toes in the sand in Bermuda. And hey, this is all paid for by Avon. You got to put some effort into it, and it's a roller coaster. We get it. It's a roller coaster for all of us. But every single person has the ability to be on that cruise with us. It's really your choice. You have to make the decision, and you have to make the deliberate effort.
Hey, I got a Roger Miller song for you that'll tell you how to do it. Remember that old one? You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd, but all you got to do is knuckle down and do it, do it, do it. There you go. Signing off here, y'all.
And I'm married to him. Okay, so urgency is critical now, you guys. We are now urgent. We are on this last half of this. And so we're going down the slope. So it's time to get your butt in gear.
I'd freak out too if I saw 8 o'clock. I don't like to get up early. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so let's talk about it. If you haven't already gotten into recruiting, or even if you have and you're not real good about it or you're not comfortable with it, there's a lot of perks Avon gives us for recruiting. For every single qualified new recruit you bring in, and this is not the Cruse, this is just recruiting, you're going to get a $20 cash bonus for them if they're qualified, meaning they have that $150 order their first or second campaign and paid for. If you're still in the Kickstart program, that's $50 for every single person you bring in, that plus all the points you get for the Cruse. You get a 3% sponsoring bonus every campaign for your new team member sales, as long as you're both representatives forever. And then you get the 300 points in the Cruse incentive for your personal recruits, 100 if they're an Avon lead.
150.
I'm sorry, 150 if they're an Avon lead. If you advance in title, you get 1,000 points in the Cruse. And Bronze Ambassador, you only need 3 people with a combined total of $1,000. Silver Ambassador, you only need 6 people with a combined total of $2,000. And Gold Ambassador, you only need 9 people with a combined total of $4,000. And what did we say we were doing? 17 recruits? That would definitely get you to Gold Ambassador. Oh, we have a new person on.
Yeah. Mark's going to the dogs.
What is that? Lilo? Lilo. Welcome.
Hello there, cutie.
Okay, promotion bonuses. You know, this is not the Cruse, this is leadership. When you promote to Bronze Ambassador, Avon's going to give you $500. And Silver Ambassador, $750. And Gold Ambassador, $1,000. Isn't that worth it? Just right there? On top of all the other money you're getting. Now there's some details to that. I'm not giving you all the details, but there are details to that, so you'll want to check into it. But once you are a Bronze Ambassador, you start to earn commission from your entire team sales, and you earn trips. And the Drive Like a Boss is over, so sorry, should have took that off.
I know when they're going to do that drawing. I know
Pretty
all
soon.
have a lot of entries in it. So.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, it's going to look really cute in my garage and me driving it. So just in case you really don't know how to sign somebody up, you're going to go to your website, youravon.com/your ID. It's covered up by this right there, your ID. So first thing you want to do is you want to make sure this Boss Life is on your website. So if it's not, log into youravon.com and get that on there. Edit your website and get that on there. It doesn't have to be here. It can be in any one of these. But what you want is you want people to go to your website, youravon.com/your ID, and click on Boss Life. And if that's not there, they can click on Sell Avon. But the Boss Life is the better option. That way, they go in. It takes like 3 minutes. They go in. They put in their just a small little information form about them. Questions like name, address, phone number, email, that kind of stuff. And then they choose which kit they want. They pay for their kit and they're signed up. So it's really easy. So let's get started then. How can we get more recruits? Because we are going to need 17, is that what I said?
17.
Maybe even more recruits. So go back to your warm list. Write down everyone you can think of who might be interested in buying or selling Avon. And then after you've made your list, evaluate it for who might benefit from some extra money for short or long-term goals. Maybe they have bills, college tuition, a wedding that's coming up, a vacation. There's all kinds of reasons why people join Avon. Or who on your list might enjoy a personal discount on their holiday shopping, even though they might not really be interested in selling Avon. Maybe they like that personal discount. And then who might have health and wellness goals that would, enjoy a big discount and full earnings opportunities on this Spira that's coming up. And then who on your list is always up for an adventure, might be willing to give it a try. Or even who's your best friends that would sign up and help you, just to help you. And then they could get a discount on their products. So don't make the mistake of deciding for someone else. This is a common mistake amongst new people. And if you don't ask them, you made the decision for them that they weren't interested. And that's a big mistake because you think you're busy. Well, hey, that doesn't mean that they aren't. You don't know what's going on in their life. Maybe they just found out little Johnny needs braces. Or maybe they found out you're going to the Bermuda and they want to go with you. There's all kinds of reasons. People come to Avon for a variety of reasons. And so I mean, people are all different varieties of shape, size, experience, interest, financial status, education, and busyness. You know, I had a girl named Gina on my team she was on my team for years. And she was a lawyer and her husband was a doctor. They did not need the money, but it gave her something to do on the side that she really enjoyed. And so really don't judge people because you don't know.
Can I say one thing here? Keep this one thing in mind. What's coming up in about 2 weeks? Christmas. And Christmas brings great joy, but it also brings a lot of debt. And unfortunately, I used to be in retail, and I saw it every year where sales in almost everything drops off dramatically in January. Because what happens at Christmas, everybody's spending money, but sometimes a lot of people are charging them. But January 15th, everybody gets their MasterCard and Visa bill. And most people are having heart attacks on January 15th. They see all the money that they owe. And so keep that in mind when you're asking people if they would like to perhaps have this as something they can do while they're still working their job, making some extra money.
Thank you. Okay, so contact those people on your list, those people that you've decided might be interested for whatever reason. And, contact them with a personalized message. Give them a call or a text or, make it personal, though. And right now, since we are critical and we need those recruits now, I actually suggest the phone because it's the quickest, fastest way to talk to somebody and or in person. I mean, but show them how they can earn 40% on their sales or save 40% on their purchases. Show them how they can be the boss of their business and how flexible Avon is with no minimum orders, no long-term contract, no requirement to order every campaign. They don't need to stock up on expensive inventory ever. They can sell with the brochures or they can sell online, and they can get a really great starter kit for as low as $25, or there's options for, the $50 or $100 if they prefer. And they can get it on the ground floor with Aspira, our huge upcoming health and wellness launch, and they can order those products at a 50% discount. I think Mark and Lori are going to talk about that a little bit later. Yeah. So this is what my brochure looks like. I have a recruiting flyer on the front. I have information on the back, and I give them my website and the Welcome 10 code, but I also give them my contact information, phone and email, and I give these books out to everybody that I come in contact with, and I also carry these drawing slips with me. And so you give somebody a brochure, and, you literally can do this. You're in a restaurant. Gosh, Tina and actually Mark did a great job last night. We were in a restaurant and Mark asked the waitress if she would like a brochure. But you can go stand in front of a store. You can go shopping. You can be in the store and you can talk to people. Although I wouldn't suggest you talk to too many people in the same store because you'll get kicked out. But if you're discreet and you're talking to people and you ask them if they'd like an Avon brochure, then you have them fill this form out so that you can follow up with them. And the cool thing is the questions, I already have an Avon representative. Well, if they do, that tells you that there's no reason to waste your time with them because you don't want to take them away from another rep. And it says, I would like to receive brochures on a regular basis, yes or no. And if I'm watching them when they're filling this out and they say they have a rep and they say they want brochures, I will suggest to them that maybe they can get that brochure from their rep or have a conversation with them. Maybe they really don't have a rep. People get confused when they're filling these forms out. So maybe they don't really have a rep, or maybe they haven't seen their rep in a year or whatever. So have that conversation with them. And then I would like to learn more about earning money with Avon. This is a great opportunity to talk to them about all those things we just talked about, the benefits of Avon. And then, Mark, what do you do?
Follow up, and follow up.
Yay, yes, follow up. You'd be surprised at how many times people have an order. They're already ready to give you an order, but they forgot to call you, and if you follow up, you'll get that order. Or they may have been thinking about selling Avon, and if you follow up with them, they'll join your team. And you never know. They might have a $300 order already because they're going to order their Christmas. And that would be really cool right now, right?
Yeah.
So more ways to get team members. So make a general announcement. Write a post on Facebook. Tell people how much you're enjoying selling Avon and that you're building a team. Maybe share some of the perks and ask who's ready to put some money into their pockets and have fun doing it. Now, I say write a post. Remember, it's a post, not a post every hour or a post 10 times a day. It's a post. You don't want to throw up all over everybody on Facebook, because that will just make people unfollow you. But you can make an announcement, you can talk about your excitement, and then you can make other posts in between your normal day living posts that you do on Facebook about, just showing some of the things you're doing, some of the things you're having fun doing. So ask your best customers. They already love Avon. Maybe they might want to save 40% on their own orders every campaign. Or maybe they might enjoy, even just like doing it a little bit, making 40% on their own orders, but giving books to the people they work with and taking those orders, which helps them pay for their own products. And then ask around. If you're in online groups on Facebook, you can ask around, tell them that you're looking for people that are interested in being their own boss, and message you for more information. Ask for referrals. Expand your list of potential recruits by asking everyone you know if they know someone who might be interested. So offer a thank you gift to anyone who refers you someone who signs up with you. People love, if you ask for referrals, people love to give them to you if you're doing a good job, and if you're being ethical, and if you're taking care of your customers, they will be happy to refer you to them. So it's kind of a, you have to earn it a little bit, but yes, they will be happy to refer them. Advertise locally. Hang flyers on public bulletin boards, post an ad in a local community newspaper, post an ad in your church bulletin. This flyer here is just a quarter of a page, and this is, you guys are going to laugh. Richard and I used to take this flyer. It has tear-offs on the bottom, so we'd cut those lines right here so people could easily tear them off. And we would tear one off so it looks like someone already took one. And we would go around on Friday night at like 6:30 at night. We drove around to all the banks, and we taped these on the ATMs. On the outside ATMs. We went all over the city, and we taped these on the ATMs. And we got recruits from it. People are thinking about their money when they're at the ATM, and they're thinking about maybe they need to make some more money. And so we actually got recruits from this. One thing we learned is we do it on Friday night because nobody really services those ATMs over the weekend. And so if you do it Friday night, all they'll do is they'll throw them away. They'll pull your flyer off and throw them away. But when they service them, but they're not going to service them until Monday. So you're going to pick up quite a few people before they get thrown away. Yeah,
it might have changed now, because back then banks were closed on Saturday and Sunday. So maybe you have to do it on a Saturday, late Saturday afternoon or something. But it's still at work.
It's just another way to get
outside
the word
the
out.
9 dots.
And you can use a flyer like this and put it all kinds of places. So just be creative. If you want it bad enough, you'll find ways to be creative.
You got to knuckle down and
So more ways to find team members, vendor events. Get out there, show people what Avon is all about. Do tastings of the newest Spirit product shakes, the protein shakes. Connect with new potential customers. Have a home party. Same thing. Give Spirit samples and let people try them. Or right now, we're still in the Christmas. You can have a home party and show all the Christmas things. Here's 2 of my favorite people over here that are actually doing a show.
Yeah.
And they actually did amazing at that show. They got a lot of names and sold a lot of products. It was a win-win.
Big time.
Big time. So I'm so proud of you guys. You put yourself out there and you did it. And that's why you're going to be on the cruise with us.
Yep.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so provide your testimonial. Make a video or go live on Facebook and tell people why you love your Avon business. Tell your story. Why did you get started? What have you accomplished so far? What do you see Avon doing in your life? And how has it made a positive impact on your life? Let others be inspired by your story. And then on everything you do put out, make sure that you offer the Avon opportunity as well as selling. Say buy or sell Avon. And I use a separate sticker on the front saying you can sell Avon, but you want to make sure people know they can do both and that you can sign them up, because sometimes people don't realize that. They think they have to go to Avon and sign up, when they don't realize that if you sign them up, you'll be their mentor and you'll be there to support them. And then be publicly successful. Be successful with your own business and do it as publicly as you can. Let others see the success you're having and how much fun you're having, and give them the opportunity to imagine themselves enjoying that same success. Welcome all your team members on Facebook. I do this every single time that I get a team member I welcome them on Facebook. And people are watching. I can't tell you how many people, when I see them, I run into them in real life, they say, wow, your business is booming because I see you're signing people up left and right. And that gives them the thought that maybe they might want to work with me. So be public out there. Post pictures of the wonderful things you're doing. As we've been doing, and Mark and Lori's also been doing, when we do events, we post them. We post pictures. When we, all different kinds of things, we post pictures. When we were doing the Project Runway parties, we posted pictures. And all of that draws attention back to you because people see that you're successful and people want to follow successful people. So be prepared. More people are going to say no than they will say yes to the opportunity. I mean, there's lots of reasons for that. It may not be the right opportunity for them, or it might not be the right time. That's perfectly normal, and it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong or that no one's interested. So don't allow yourself to get discouraged. If you were a waitress and you were carrying a tray, or you were carrying a coffee pot, and you're going around to all the tables in the restaurant, and you're like, would you like a refill on your coffee? Would you like me to warm that up? If they say no, that waitress isn't going to cry or get her feelings hurt. If she just moves on, it's not a big deal. She doesn't care if they want coffee or not. She's just there to give it to them if they do. And that's really how you need to be, because you're going to get a lot of no's, and it's not for everybody. And you don't want to waste your time on those no's. Just, I actually love it when I get a quick no, because then I don't have to waste my time and keep following up with somebody who isn't interested. So just know that the road to yes is going to come along with a lot of no's. So just keep moving forward from no to no to no until you get a yes. You have a genuine opportunity to offer people, so believe in it and share it proudly. So I think Mark and Lori are going to talk to us about Aspira now.
Okay, so I'm super excited about Avon introducing Aspira in Campaign 3. It's going to give us all a brand new department in our store, and it's going to help us with our Cruise Like a Boss sales. So everybody get ready for your sales to soar. That was hard to say. Okay, next screen. Campaign 1, it's really important that you don't skip this order. Your sales are still important. Again, put that less than $500 order out of your mind. If you're at $4.99, buy a lip balm for $2. Get that $500 order, which is going to give you 200 Cruise Like a Boss points. We've got Campaign 1 is going in this week for everyone. So Campaign 1 through 6 left, that's going to equal 1,200 points at 200 points per campaign. And that could really be the difference between going on the cruise or not going. So it means what, Mark?
Follow up, follow up, follow up.
Yes. Follow up.
That's not going to be Mark's theme.
People are busy, so remember that. Leave that voice message, text message, email. If you don't hear back from them, then try a different form of communication, but that really is a big deal. And again, it could be the difference between 1 going or 2. So I know that Lynn wants Richard to go, and I want Mark to go, so.
No, Richard wants Lynn to go.
Oh.
Yeah, but Lynn's already earned it, so Richard's going to have to step up if he wants to go.
Well, the biggest thing, and I'll just reiterate what Lynn has said, I don't even know how many weeks we're into this, but every single call, don't give up. And it is a roller coaster. Last week, I was boo-hooing. But I picked myself up by my big girl panties and my bootstraps and reached out to our awesome friends Lynn and Richard and just said, maybe what could I do different? And that's all it is. Sometimes you just need someone else to say, you've got this, but don't give up. Because if you give up, you're not getting on the ship with us.
Lori, that's a good point. We all have our ups and downs, and we all boo-hoo at one time or another. Even Lisa Wilbur, who makes a ton of money, has days that she wants to quit. Trust me. But, and we were just talking about this the other night, but no matter what the problem is in your business, the fix is always get more recruits.
Yes.
Always add more people to your team, or get more customers, add more customers, and that always fixes whatever problem you're having.
And I just will say, following up is key. Right before this call, I had a message last night late, so I followed up with the lady. And after this call, I'm driving to her home. She's just down the road with some Skin So Soft bath oil. So it does make a difference to follow up with brand new people who have contacted you. And I don't know how she even got our name, but we've been putting books everywhere. So the point is, I followed up. If I wouldn't have followed up, I would have missed this sale. And maybe, who knows, she might even sign up and sell Avon on our team.
The important thing is you had her contact information, so you could follow up.
Yes. Okay, next screen, please. If campaign 1 comes back in time for Christmas for you, hooray. If not, hooray. So call all of your customers, get them to order those last minute gifts, because there's 2 ways to look at it. If it does come back in time for Christmas, they're probably ordering last minute gifts. If it does not, then they might be interested in Aspira. Even though the customers cannot purchase it yet, you can still talk to them about it. You can purchase a demo for yourself so that you have Avon brochures and products to demonstrate to them. And remember, your customers can go online. So call them all, get them to order those last minute gifts online if they miss your campaign 1 order deadline. And will I get it in time for Christmas? Yes, if you order online and there are shipping options for your customers, all they need to do is go onto your Avon website and take a look. And we're like any other company. If you pay a little bit higher shipping cost, you can get it in time for Christmas.
Yeah, so don't let that customer who calls you and says, oh, geez, I forgot to order this. Can you get it for me for Christmas? Don't let that stop you from getting the order, because they can go online and Avon ships within like 2 days. So they can go online much later than you can order and still get their products in time for Christmas.
Plus, they, like Lori said, they can choose next day air or 2-day shipping. You know, I have a question on this, Lori. Is there really campaign 1? Is there really RPSs that are not going to get their campaign 1 in time for Christmas?
You really have, it's on the tail end, because if we look at the calendar from Avon, the holiday calendar, there's a couple of days that are blacked out where the where it's closed. So I never promise for me. I mean, I know for you guys are RPS too, so that means that yes, you can get it in time. But I've had years where I get it and other years where I don't.
But you have to think too about that. You might get it before Christmas, but then can you get it processed and out to your customers in time for Christmas?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But then as an RPS 6 or 7, you also have an option to place an early order, right?
Yep.
You do. So
you can place it if you place this week. Like if your normal order is due next week and you placed it this week, you would for sure get it.
well, and I'll just give you an example. We are RPS 6 and our cutoff time is this Sunday, December 17th at 11:59 p.m. So as long as you get your RPS 6 order in on that day, you should be fine and you should get it back in time. It's really up to you. That's the great thing about being your own beauty boss. You get to determine if you're going to do those deliveries in time for Christmas or not. So I tell my customers, go ahead and order. And if the product comes into me, it's not like a pair of shoes that's on back order, I absolutely will make all effort to get it to my customer to make sure that they get that gift for Christmas.
And I agree. That's our job, is we're customer service, and Christmas is important, and we want to get their orders delivered.
The point is here that it's not over. Christmas is still going. Your customers have stuff that they've forgotten to buy, or people that they all of a sudden are like, oh no, I need to get something for that person. They might as well buy from you rather than going to Walmart. So give them a call and follow up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Retail stores are going to run out of stuff too. So,
Exactly.
Santa's the only one that delivers on the 25th.
And that's a really good point. For those of you that are getting frustrated by back orders or shorts, keep in mind, and I've been in retail my whole life. I was a buyer for a retail company. And you buy all the Avon too. Avon and Walmart and Kmart and all these stores, doesn't matter who you are, you buy your Christmas in May. So you are guessing what you're going to sell. And, you know, we don't have crystal balls. As much as we wish we did, we don't have crystal balls. And if they run out of a product at this point, there's probably not likely they're going to be able to get more because, like I said, it's ordered way in advance. And the companies that make these products made it according to your orders, and there's not like a lot of extra laying around. So Avon shorts are no different than Target or Walmart or anything else. The difference is you're not looking at a catalog at Walmart. You're actually looking at what's on the shelf so you don't notice that they're out of stock on something.
When it's gone, it's gone.
Exactly.
Okay, moving on.
All right, so how many of you have actually logged on and seen that Aspira is everywhere?
Me.
On our site? It's so exciting. You really want to get on your Avon.com website and take a good look. On page 6 of your campaign 1, What's New, the entire line in this What's New offers all representatives 50% earnings guaranteed, plus full award sales. Not to mention, you've got access to unlimited demos. So
Is that for everybody?
that's for everyone.
That's right out of the What's New, baby.
Oh, wow. I get 50% earnings on that?
Everybody.
So let's say you're new to Avon. How exciting is this? Because usually new representatives don't get 50% earnings. So they'll be able to purchase out of your What's New demo book whatever quantity that they want. So purchase of Aspira demos counts on order size for Cruse Like a Boss points.
That's awesome. But you know how cool is that? You take vitamins, I believe they're $30. And if I sell you as a customer vitamins, you're going to pay me $30 and I'm going to make $15.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I am so excited by this Aspira.
It's pretty cool.
We're super excited by it. Next screen, please.
So here's a couple examples. Like if you just bought the Metabolism Boost, your cost is $12.50. But since the sales value is $25, that $25 counts towards your $500 for your campaign 1 order. How's that for cool?
Woo!
Plant powder protein, your cost is $17.50, but $35 goes towards your $500 campaign. So it's an unheard of offer from Avon because Avon really wants to launch Aspira in a big way. But wait, this gets better. But before I show you how much it gets better, I want to talk a little bit about making a good business decision. And I know we've talked to Lynn and Richard about this. You have to decide what is going to work for you. Are you planning a big launch? Are you doing? Are you going to be sampling your Aspira shakes? And if you are, this may make some sense for you. Even if you're not, if you're going to do the challenge, there's a little thing on the next page that I think makes sense for everybody. But what I'm going to talk to you about, you have to decide if it makes sense for you. But there's some really great opportunities. So let's go to the next slide, Lynn. So first of all, have you registered for the Aspira Challenge? You know, you have to be kind of blind if you haven't seen Aspira all over the Avon site right now. And so I went to the Avon site and I clicked on this link right up here at the top that says
This one here?
Aspira. Yeah, that's the one. Tried to point at it with my mouse. It brought me to this page, and if you just click on that link where it says what does that say?
It says the Feel
The
It.
Feel It, Share It to Challenge, right? You click on that and it'll talk to you about the Aspira Challenge. And I'm not going to go into any details. Go there yourself and take a look. But let's go to the next slide.
You know, one thing, I know you're not going to go into details, but I want people to know that as part of the challenge, they're committing to using the Aspira products for a certain amount of time and creating videos about their experience. And Avon is going to use some of those videos in their national advertising. So this is an opportunity that you could end up being really famous.
On national TV, baby.
Yeah, baby. And in front of all the representatives.
Yep.
So definitely check it out.
So let's take a look at the next slide. So if you do the challenge, you're agreeing to buy 1 Metabolism Boost system. And that's pretty cool. And remember, you're going to buy that Metabolism Boost system at 50% earnings. For you, it's going to cost half of what it would cost your customers. And you're going to get full award sales for buying that system. So you got to order that in campaign 1 to keep that campaign 1 sale up. But if you look at the C1 demo, page 20 and 21, there's an offer for you to buy 2. Now, okay, I'm talking about stock up, and I'm not usually a fan of stock up, but this kind of makes sense if you're going to do the challenge. You get 1 metabolism boost that you have to get anyway for you to use, and now you have 1 to demo and sell. So you've got 1 that you can share with your customers, the protein powder, and let them sample the shakes, and you can actually sell the other products to your customers. Your cost in the C1 demo is $126. Your full award sale is $252. Then that counts towards your Cruise Like a Boss order. So there's half of your 500 points right there.
Pretty cool.
Yep. Plus, guess what? You get 1 product free. You get 1 natural energy free. That's not included in the metabolism boost system. So you get 1 additional product free. But wait, I'm not done yet. I kind of sound like Ron Popeil, don't I?
Next slide.
Yep. So let's say you're doing a launch party, you're going to have a tasting, and you're worried that you're going to run out if you only get, 2. So there's another offer where you can buy 6 metabolism boost systems. And I think this is the one Lori and I are going to do because we have a couple big events coming up. You get 1 to use, and you get 1 to use for tasting, and the rest to sell. You get your customers excited. You bring the family and all your friends and your neighbors over to taste the Aspira. You've got all that product sitting there. You can actually take their money and send them home with product in their hand. Now, this is a big decision. I talked about that business decision. Don't go do this just because you think you can make it work. Do it if you know you can make it work, right? Make a plan before you spend the money. Anyway, your cost is $378. Full award sales is $756. Bingo, $200, 200 points towards your Cruise Like a Boss. Plus, guess what? You get 5 free products. 3 natural energy, 1 calm, and 1 restful sleep. So again, more products for you to sell at full retail and make money on.
So I want to reiterate what you just said, Mark. Don't just buy this because you think you can. I agree with Mark. I'm not a big fan of stock ups. But if you are doing a launch party, if you're doing a tasting, or if you've scheduled a show, then it makes good business sense. But if you're not going to do those things, if you're not going to invite people over and have a party and do a tasting or do a show, this is not good business sense to spend the money. You need to make that decision. Are you going to put the effort behind it to make it work, or are you just going to buy $400 worth of products that are going to sit in your garage? It's up to you.
And if you're hearing somebody saying, look, just go ahead and buy the 6. It's got a long shelf life, and you're going to get it at half price. It's a great idea because then you can use the system for, however long the products last. Still think about it. Make sure
that is still an option. You're right. You're right, because if you're going to be on the system for months, then you'll just use it up. So you have to decide that. Awesome. Great points, Mark.
I think that's it. I think that's
Is that it? Yep. Thank you. You guys did a great job on the Aspira. Thank you. So you still have time. The incentive runs 13 campaigns, campaign 20 through 6. We're currently in the 8th campaign. Here's the deal. If you haven't started yet, you need to do it now. You do still have time, but time is running out. So if you haven't earned the points yet, or less than you hope for, you still have time to turn things around and get your momentum going. There's no hurry as long as you do it now, right now. And there may come a point in time when it's going to be mathematically impossible, but we're not there yet. We're still not there yet. We are in urgent mode. You have to have an urgency. If you want to be on that cruise now, there's no other way. You're going to have to be in urgent, make it happen mode. But it isn't mathematically impossible yet. So we're in the holiday season. It's the best time to grow our sales and grow our teams. And as Mark and Lori said, next up is Aspira. So now's the time to prospect for new customers who are going to fall in love with the wonderful holiday items Avon has for us. And it's also the time to find all those new customers that are setting health goals for the new year. And those numbers are humongous. Almost everybody sets health goals for the new year. That's why the gyms are so full the first 2 weeks in January. Everybody's excited. They want to get into shape. And we have the product that's going to help them do it. And it's plant-based and it's healthy. So now's the best time of year to find new team members who'd love to save 40% on their own holiday shopping or 50% on their Aspira purchases while earning 40% on their holiday sales and 50% on their Aspira sales. Who wouldn't want that? I mean, we have this incredible opportunity. So your to-do list, set your goals, take massive action, urgent massive action, monitor your course and correct as needed. You need to know your numbers every day, know where you stand, because if you don't know where you stand, you don't know when you're going to get there. You don't know if you're even on course. So monitor your numbers, stay focused and determined. Enjoy the journey because it's all part of it, right? The ups and the downs. We have some amazing moments that are just make us feel so good, and we're enjoying it. We're having a blast. So enjoy the journey and don't give up. So most important activities. Mark.
How did I know you were going to call on me? Follow up, follow up, follow up.
You do that so well. And don't give up. So don't give up. So talk to more people. Every brochure you give out, follow up with them. Follow up with every person who might be interested. Follow up with every new team member to make sure they get their orders in and that they're on track. Follow up, follow up, follow up. So our next meeting is Monday, the 18th of December at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. That's 2 p.m. Pacific, 3 Mountain, 4 Central, and 5 Eastern. This is going to be our last meeting of the year because the next Monday after that is Christmas and the next Monday after that is New Year's. So we are going to come back January 8th. So we will see you next week on Monday, and then after that we'll see you on January 8th. So don't give up, keep moving, keep having it happen, and be here next Monday. So now we have any Q&As. So we don't have anybody really on the call right now. They'll all be on the replay. But did I miss anything? Is there anything you want to say, Mark and Lori or Richard?
I'll just say one thing. If you have a question and you're watching this replay, you can reach both of us.
Any of us.
Any of us through Facebook. Don't hesitate to send us a question. If we don't get it to immediately, we definitely will respond to you. So we're here
if you're watching this on YouTube, you can even ask your question there, and we'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. Or you can ask in our Facebook group, our Cruise Like a Boss Stars Facebook group. All 4 of us are in there, and we're there to help you.
Yep, and you don't have to be in our downline. If you're listening to this and you have questions, let us know. We'll help you out.
Absolutely.
That's right. Christmas comes but once a year. And when it comes, you got to knuckle down and buckle down and do it.
My comment is
We'll see you guys next week.
Let Lori talk.
Yes.
Don't forget to put your campaign 1 order in and order your demos for Aspira.
Yes.
Oh, that is going to be so amazing.
Yes.
That Aspira is amazing. And look at all the things Avon's doing for us. And
So
we didn't
good.
even talk about, if you need supplies, if you're going to be demoing Aspira, make sure you go to Town and Country. They have all kinds of stuff there for you to use to promote Aspira. So be sure to get your supplies. Okay, well, thank you. Let me stop the share.
Bye, everybody.
And I will stop the recording. Hold on.